good city, some good leaders in the city. It deserves better, but right now, the image outside of Baltimore is not a good one.
I hear you, man. I hear you, Coach. Willie, you have something, you want to offer something to us? Good morning.
Yeah. With these murders, I'm from the streets too, so I know a lot of guys that's killing and doing things, and it's a shame in my community that they hold some murderers in high esteem. I know some murderers that are famous, and everybody knows their names, and they go to jail, they get locked up. I know one that had 3 different murders or 3 different charges, not at the same time. And I asked him, how you be in the street so soon, man? He said, well, I got about 10 years every time, I do, 7, 8, And I said, that's how you do it. And this guy, they're not sending these guys to jail. They're not taking murderers out of our community because they don't want to. The judges don't want to. And the police ain't trying. Everybody's getting away with murder. Nobody's getting convicted. Who's getting convicted? I mean, how many murder charges downtown right now are they have in court? Nobody's trying to solve these murders. They want us to kill each other. It's each other's bad. All of that we put on our own self. And it's a shame. And, nobody's seen to be upset about it. These guys are getting away with murder. I go out here and kill somebody, and if I do get caught, I cop out for 10 years. I'll be home in 3 years. So that's what's going on, man. You know it. You know some of these people that's involved. I'm not saying that you agree with them, but I'm saying you know of some of these people that's involved in some of this situation. And they walk in the street. But anyway, I appreciate your time. Have a good day.
Yes, sir. Wow. Robert?
I've listened to the commissioner. I've listened to the mayor. No one ever says, why don't we end the prohibition that really starts to fuel this violence and fuels the trade that they're in. But they cannot see that money coming out of an office building downtown. And until you change that, get rid of the prohibition, then nothing will change. The violence will just continue.
Wow. You're saying that the money that's coming out of the buildings is the driving force?
It's of course, Larry. If you end the prohibition, the young people, then money won't be on the corner. Where would they get all of this money then to keep that drug trade growing? We ended the prohibition on alcohol, didn't we? And the violence about alcohol ceased. One thing is for sure, you're not going to eradicate the poppy. And as long as the poppy grows, you will have heroin and the other opiate drugs that spin off from heroin and the poppy. So end the prohibition, because that's the main thing that fuels the violence, that and revenge factors.
My.
All right. That's what I had to say.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nolan? 12 after 9.
Thanks for taking my call. Hey, man, black life is cheap, man. It's cheap everywhere. And the brother had it, right? Man, a lot of these brothers, man, see, I'm coming about the same territory he come out of, man. The whole thing that he just finished saying, I was out there myself. And a lot of times, them guys, man, it's a badge of honor to be over to jail with a body than a burglary. And they know all they got to do is lay, and pretty soon, chill out, and pretty soon the deal will come with a deal. That's why people in the community, man, do not communicate, do not snitch, because they know as soon as they come to court, their lives on the line. Police ain't gonna protect them. They go to court, testify, point the guy out. Next thing you know, the guy that got 10 years, he back in the street in 3. Now, where does that leave the guy that testified on? Another situation. A lot of times you can't trespass these police, man. They on the drug dealers' payroll. And there's nothing worse than a corrupt cop, man, and a corrupt correctional officer, because they had the wherewithal to get you killed by telling the drug dealers who it was that called in on them, man. There's nothing in our society worse than a corrupt cop or a corrupt a correctional officer who will leave your door open on a chair and let the guys run down there on you because you know they think you know too much or you snitching or whatever, man. And prohibition ain't gonna happen. Too much money involved. Who buys all the Nikes, the $200-300 clothes? The drug dealers, man. You go there, my dogs. I'm there another day. Pair of jeans cost $300. What? The store been there for years, so they must be selling them. And I'm wondering, they ain't the white folks buying them. They got it through young black guys, man. You know, so that's my piece, right?
My mind.
Been there for years, so they must be selling them.
Okay. Brother Aaron. Yes, sir.
Good morning.
15 after 9.
Good morning, man.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, listen, man. I've been watching this thing for a long time. It's the proliferation. It's the proliferation of the methadone maintenance clinics in Baltimore City that is at the root of a lot of this problem, man. I've been saying it for a while. Maybe not on these airwaves. And by the way, thanks for taking my call. You know, I've seen this thing time and time again. Most of these people, they've been on the MET program for 20, 25, in some cases 30 years. It's not helping them. They get all messed up, man, and then they got to go get the pain pills, the Percocets, the clonidines, the clonopins, and all of that stuff. And the same addict will use again. They're still using dope. So they sell the pills, the perks, for $5, $10 a pop, and they sell it to the children, man. You can go up on Pennsylvania North right now, or Bel Air and North Avenue, man, right now, man, and you see the zombies walking, man. How you nurture children when you somewhere nodding, man? You can't even go and check on your grandchildren, man. You know, and I watched this tragedy unfold when we had a black mayor who, you know, presiding over a city that's, 60, 65, 70% black, but she went and got a Korean health commissioner. You know, you mean to tell me there wasn't enough intelligent people running around Morgan and Compton that looked just like us? They couldn't have took that post because if it was a bunch of Koreans that was, you know, nodding with their tongues hung out, man, they would have been done something about this problem. But just like one of the previous callers said, this is a money thing. It's a money thing. And they're not going to address that issue, man, because it's us. Thanks for taking my call.
Yes, sir. Brother Aaron, I can say, I've been in the health side of the legislative policy arena for a good portion, I would say, the 23 years. And I've seen now health commissions come and go. The one we have now, she is exceptional. You know, she's not African American, but her advocacy, her desire to put out factual information showing the disparity that's being delivered in our healthcare system, she's there. Now, could there be somebody who's African American who's better? I'm sure. But the fact of the matter is, she is a good health commissioner. My opinion. Donnie, it's 17 after 9. Come on in. Good morning.
Good morning, Senator. Good morning, Coach. So I have a question, and you may or may not know the answer. Some of the other cities that you mentioned that have much lower homicide rates, but also higher population than Baltimore. I wonder what the public school systems look like, because I'm curious if there's a correlation between our failing schools and the nearly non-existent recreational opportunities that we have here in Baltimore City, and the soaring rate of non-fatal and fatal shootings. You know, kids don't have many opportunities to do anything productive in the city, and the allure of the streets and the world of crime. I think that
you listen to the Larry Young Morning Show, Coach Butch McAdam,
at a very early age, because there's no other opportunity for them. I also think that some of our
they talk
people
about
need
the
to
murders,
stop
the
making
killings, the
excuses
drugs
for
Everything about
young
Baltimore,
people
folks.
who've chosen a life of crime. Just
Also,
as I
talk
heard
about
the
when I
show on
was in Charlotte.
Friday, and there was a
I
lot
went
of
down to
banter
the
about the
University
young
Hospital
man who was shot and
to
killed by the
visit
police
a friend
officer
of mine.
after pointing the gun at the police officer.
2/11,
And there was a lot of
3:30 p.m.
Sympathy
And
for the young man, and
officer,
they
bam,
portrayed him as
in
the
the
victim,
chest.
although
I was
he had
standing
probably
waiting to go in.
committed
I said, what
other
was that all
crimes and
about?
probably would
So,
have
yeah, I'm
committed more
pressing
crimes
charges.
and
Yeah, I'm trying to find out who
possibly
did it.
would have shot that police
If we
officer
call,
that day had the
call them
officer
now.
not defended
I already
himself.
got a complaint.
So there's a lot of
Going down. It
a
didn't
lot
take
of
too long to get in touch with me.
a lot of things at play that I think relate to the problem that we're dealing with this non-fatal and fatal shooting. Sometimes the non-fatal shooting, they put people in wheelchairs.
All right, folks. So there you go.
Lives forever.
You were just listening to the Larry Young Morning Show.
But their lives will never be the same.